Yeah, okay. Secret level time. How we all doing? I'm doing nice.
Yeah. Wolf learned his bone density has just increased. This is the strangest factoid I have ever heard. Oh no, the self-destruct sequence! What? Oh shit. And this level ended up being about as long as me doing the museum, but it's not that confusing. It just takes a bit. You gotta roll on through. I don't know what part of DC this is resembling, but just assume it's like Area 51, in which case we don't know if it really exists, and maybe it does, and you know what, maybe it don't matter. Maybe it don't matter, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should know that there's just a lot, like, the title does not give away what's going to happen, so I'll just leave it at that, and we'll talk about it when we get there. First we gotta deal with these crate supplies, where I gotta go find the crates.
Ouch, my gun.
Oh, it's these assholes. They're so exciting, they blow up in my face. They're very terrible in this map because of the fact they're like in cramped spaces a lot, and you know they like the kamikaze all over my face. So after talking about that Raysource port, I just tried it, and yes, I will be using it to debug build engine stuff for the foreseeable future. Well, not that I'll use it as a replacement, but it's going to be very useful to me instead of me trying to rely on the stuff I have on Steam already. Mostly for stuff that it doesn't otherwise have. Mainly like mods, total conversions, and like stuff like what was the Power Slave Exhumed thing? Whatever that official name of that is. I'll guess it'll go by the American name, which I guess is Exhumed. Who cares? It's 3D Realm stuff. I kick the vase open. I go to security and tell them, hey, you're not very secure. See, your bathroom's blowing up. That doesn't sound like secure to me. At least we got a med kit. Assuming I need it. You know, those eggs in the sink. We're getting so bored with these bathrooms, we decided to liven it up a bit by adding enemies in weird places inside the sink. Not even bothering with the med kit. Not even bothering. I don't need to, man. I mean, just... Or just flush again. That's fine, too. Boom! Okay. Imagine this. So lazy that in order to gain my health, instead of waiting for me to use the bathroom, I blow the toilets up and decide I'm just gonna drink the water. You know, increasing your water count is just as healthy as reducing your water count, according to this game. I feel like I'm required to do this once per video set, so every time I do a Duke Nukem 3D pack, I think there's going to be one spot where I just decide to drink all the water. I know I did it once before in episode 2, Lunar Apocalypse, and it was cool, and it was stuffing. I like stuffing. I like it a lot. I want a quick save, that's what we say to this chain gunner man. In the crate box maze, we got the crates, and it's too late. There's a sizable amount of secrets and just stuff to do. I'm imagining how this would work as a multiplayer map. I assure you, you'd be all over the damn place. When in doubt, waste everything you don't want to use on those guys. Drones? I guess I'll just refer to them as drones. Does that sound good as a placeholder name? I'm sure it does. If that's the actual name, that wouldn't surprise me. But I'll just call them. I'll refer to them as drones. That seems to work. It gives you the right idea of what it is and what exactly it's doing. It's flying around, being an asshole. Of course, I've been thinking about getting my own drone, like actually. I don't know what exactly I do with it, but I'm gonna. I think I mentioned that I'm gonna make it do some mundane tasks just to make my life easier. You know, answer the door, get my mail. You know, I think about it, if I just think of a drone as like a pet, it might be more interesting. Instead of like giving it dog food, you just put it back in the charger so it can sleep. Kablooies! Don't kablooies me. I'm gonna shrink your head until you're shrunken. Get with my Ant-Man program. The Ant-Man program. Lose volume without losing weight. Wow. Always these guys. Always with the guys. The rocket commander guys. That sounded like it hurt. I'm still not going to worry about it. I'm done worrying about that.
Secret button.
Oh, okay. I'm all full the train gun. I don't know where my energy just suddenly came from because it's late night. And I don't think it's time for my second win yet. This is usually around when I'd be starting to wind down. And I haven't detected that yet. Which might be bad. Or it might be good. Who knows? Big rigs. Some fans can blow up. Others will not. Those are my good fans. I'd almost forgotten that we had one of those toggle 4-switch things. That's kind of good. It's also used in an appreciable way in this level. Like, you just hook up a button to, like, 4 different... Whoa, baby, get out my face! You know what we do to obesity? We shrink it. Shrink those calories. What difference is 2,000 calories if I shrink it to resemble 2? It's still... No, I'm still conserving energy. It's just mass not being conserved. Now I don't really know. Whoa, baby. Come fly with me, fly away. What the... Hey. Listen, you shit ass. I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm gonna shoot you real good.
Whee! Oh no. I still hear a drone. Make it stop. Oh, we have a crane thing. We actually have a functioning crane. I'd forgotten about that. That's nice. Remember all the fun times we have this crane mechanic. And you know, I don't mind it still being used. It's just when you have a jetpack, I wonder if I should be using it less, but nah. Nah, we try to do it the way without the jetpack. If for some reason a jump just won't work, then I resort to jetpack. That's how the jetpack laws apply to my jetpack constitution. The United States of Jetpack America. Get the jetpack. I would go through that one secret, but it would be better. It would be better if I had a keycard to go through this one door first. Otherwise, I might soft lock myself. I don't want to test that theory, but I'm just going by what I was reading here in terms of where the secrets are. Where do you get this stuff anyway? In a magical place, on your magical face. We blow that up. We make it cry acid rain tears. Well, I guess in the case of a drone, it probably would be something like that, huh? Maybe not so much acid as... Oh, yeah, so I was at, like, the store the other day, and, well, they have a gas station. So I should just say I was at the gas station. And, I just found out they have ethanol-free gas. I need to figure out what that is. It just said ethanol-free fuel or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Isn't that just, like... Is that, like, a non-fuel? So, I'm gonna look into whatever the fuck that shit is. That sounds interesting. You know, because how far we've gone from, like, unleaded to whatever this is now. Is it better for the environment? I'm gonna personally find out. I'm gonna find out what that shit is. That's the most exciting thing that's happened to me locally in a while. It's just like, wow, new type of gas. New gas found. Ultra gas. Better look out. Gigagas is taking over the world of Earthbound. Gigagas needs your help. Look out. Ness has to fight Gigagas. I mean, he can't. Because that's not its name. But that's fine. It's supposed to be Gygus, as in, like, the Gygus, you know? Yeah, I'm getting so medieval. Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny about Mother 1? Besides me blowing up the scrag. You know what's funny about Mother 1 is the final boss, like, I guess what would be Gigas's, like, fully adult form, kinda looks like Mewtwo. Kinda weird. Kinda weird, everybody. Even though you use some elements of that to make the Deoxys Pokemon instead, I think too. Also, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on this Deoxys business. How does one deal with the things? Oh, I started replaying Pokemon, new Pokemon Snap recently. Why? Because I wanted to start a new file since, like, there was, like, basically there was free DLC released for it sometime back, and I wanted to start it over in the case it was incorporated somewhere in the main campaign. And at least one part of it was earlier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm glad I did it that way. And, more importantly, there's like this system of social media likes it has. I think they're just called sweet medals. And those actually save in your account no matter how many times you delete the file, I think. So, that's good. I didn't really lose what I thought I was going to lose. That was my #1 reason I was worried about starting a new file. And no, I'm happy to report that you can restart your game and still have the sweet medals, just to kind of get more of them. So I plan to have happen. It's just that I only have like 2,000 something of them. And there's an achievement to get. I still need the achievement to get 10,000. Another one to get 100,000. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though, guys. I don't want to force people to like my shit. I'm still getting I'm getting likes by the dozen, like at a time per picture, not per day. So I guess it's good enough. I just have to keep doing it. I'm gonna have to go with quantity over quality by this point. I don't want to end up reusing the same pictures I took and be like, hey, look at this, remember this picture? I did better before when I was customizing it, because I felt like being a little bit artistic, but I don't want to do that right now. I just want to play the game and give you pictures that I like. So, I'm really impressed with it, honestly. Alright, and in other news, what am I doing next after this playthrough? Classic Mario World 2. I actually already got that started, as in I got it all set up and everything, so I think I'm just gonna go do that. I'm guessing it's gonna be like 15 or so videos. It's only the way a Mario World game goes. If I know it already and I've practiced it already, just give me a couple days. It'll be fine. I just have to remember where them secret X's are, you know. But yeah, with the Racehorse port, I can test out Duke Nukem 3D. I can test out Shadow Warrior. Oh, I have yet to test out Blood by Imagine Networks 2. What else? What else can I do? Oh, right. I was trying to get this Quake source port to work for the purposes of Quake 1 mods that might be specific to working in source ports as opposed to DOS. And seeing as how Quake may have made the whole source port thing trend, I think it behooves me to make some of that stuff work out for this channel. So random ass Quake mods, Quake 1 mods are sorely lacking, and it's not for the lack of people hating it. No, I think it's because first of all, that turned into an arena shooter for a few generations. No, I think it's because it is actually pretty hard to design something reasonable for Quake 1. As it's just, you really have to know what you're doing. Like, what was the last time you seen someone with a new Unreal campaign? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now that I think about Unreal, that game, which I'm going to, shit, I need to practice playing Unreal, actually. Because I want to make that a whole thing where I finally play Unreal 1 along with its expansion pack. What was it, like Return to Poly? I don't know if that all becomes part of one or if I have to do that in two separate things. But I'm curious about what it means to 100% Unreal, because I'm not really sure. The point being, I think a long ass time ago, maybe 5 years ago now, I may have found like a custom Unreal campaign of some sort that might be suitable for the channel. I don't remember the name of it right now, but I think it'd be pretty damn interesting to attempt something like that. Like I'm in like the deep side of the internet, into places where you never think I'd crawl into. Oh yeah, I'm happy to report about this new ROM hack of Ocarina of Time, the Sealed Palace. It's I was gonna test it more. It's not that mod's fault. The emulator I was using just crashed. So I think I might wait on some bug fixes that might account for that. But from what I see and from what I know of it, I'm getting the sense it might be the first actual entire mod of Ocarina of Time in its entirety. Gameplay, all new maps, new story, all new story, all new maps. Although some of the songs and the bosses aren't changed as far as I know. Like the bosses are pretty much the same, but all the dungeons for them are new. The maps for them work. Like you don't get the lower right preview, but you can actually get a map and a compass, right? And so all that's new. All the gameplay, so you get new dungeons, all that stuff. And I was going to continue, but my game crashed as I went to its version of the Ice Cavern, and I'm annoyed. I don't know. I don't know if I could do, like, if I do Ocarina of Time, I think I want Sealed Palace to be done also. But I noticed there was someone already doing a playthrough of it too. I'm just like, oh shit. And oddly enough, the guy doing it is, I think, might be the same guy who made a Mario mod I'm gonna play. He knows who he is. He knows who he is. So we'll get to that if you accept my classic Mario World 2 apology. It's not really an apology. I was gonna do it anyway. That's one of those things. And again, for the Sig World series, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. So yeah, you're just gonna have to request it, I guess. I'm not really gonna bother right now with that. Even though it can have custom titles, it's just like, is it really worth it though? I don't know. It really depends. Oh, look at that! I just had a jetpack up there. I couldn't figure out how one would do that without the jetpack. That was a little ridiculous. Yeah. If you're wondering why I'm doing a bit more rambling than usual right now, it's just this level. This level gets the rambling. The museum level got the rambling too. For each part of which I was just walking around, not doing much. Well, not really not doing much. It's part of the experience. As I feel, it's like my rambling is the version of me wandering around in game, actually. So I'm getting on like a random topic while I'm wandering the world, and this is how you can go from one storage center to the other. And I still couldn't jump onto a simple, basic-ass platform, so we're just jetpacking just so I can have a few more pipe bombs. God damn it.
God damn it! I don't know how to jump.
Whatever. A, like, 2-second jetpack is more than enough. Or is more than enough leeway, since I still have, like, 70% jetpack. It's fine. It's fine! We have that guy going through the fan. Uh-huh. Go through my fan if you want more laser trip mines. I will show you what's in the deep sea brine. Oh dear, I have a text. Oh wait, it's nothing.
Come get some.
Alright, I thought I'd have to stop the video there. Nope. Nope! I just got it sooner than I thought I was going to get it. And that's okay. Let's look at the security cameras. I like looking at the security cameras. You know what the security cameras in this game remind me of? They remind me of how you set up the cameras in Lemmings 3D. They're just like, hey, get a different perspective of somewhere else in the level. Sweet, cool. But these cameras are superior, obviously. Well, superior in that you can have more than 4 of them. Lemmings 3D cameras are better in that you can actually move them around. So, it's quite useful. I don't know. People knock on Lemmings 3D too hard, and I say it's a fine game. Shut up. Just make sure you play the PC one. I would not play the PS1 unless I could make it work with the there's a PlayStation mouse thing, right? I don't know if it works with that. If it did, I probably would do that, but, you know, then you don't get the benefit of modding it, like in the DOS sense. And yes, we'll have PlayStation titles on the channel before you ask. It's already set up. All of it. I just have to start doing it. It was something I was going to open up with this channel before I started doing my commentary thing, was to actually insert more PlayStation stuff, since I hadn't been doing that. Like, there's a lot of like random ass PlayStation platformers also. So if someone can throw some interesting ones in my way, that'd be cool. Like, the number of PlayStation 1 platformers is like similar to the number of Super Nintendo platformers, in that there's just so many that I don't know which ones to pick that aren't what your expected mainstays are. In this case, like Crash and Spyro. Although I don't know how I'd organize doing Spyro videos yet. The game itself is not that like hard. I don't want to say bad. I want to say it's not hard. Anyway, here's H.G. Wells' Time Machine. Remember that skit on Saturday Night Live where Abe Lincoln had a time machine? Well, I guess Duke Nukem took a page from that skit and decided that means we in DC have the goddamn time machine. I'm going to assume that's what happened. Lincoln took it from H.G. Wells. Yep. What was funny about that skit is him, like, finding John Wilkes Booth of the past. You know, as a kid, it's like, I'm gonna kill him first! You know. Like, how would he know that, though? He would have had to Oh, I see. So, somehow he time traveled when he was at a shot? I don't know. Anyway, it was a curious skit for curious people like me. So we've time traveled somewhere in... It can't be North America. I think we're in South America, because this looks like typical Aztec stuff. Just judging by the temple, honestly, and the fact that the trees look tropical. So I'm gonna say we're suddenly in Mexico. But luckily, no matter how far back in the past you go, the sharks remain the same. I know they do. That's not too bad. Hello. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Aztec power. I'm getting a hankering for another game that has the word Aztec. Well, not. I'm getting a hankering for a game that has an Aztec concept in it. Maybe you know it. You know it too well. Well, it'll finally be back. What the hell? When was I gonna do Donkey Kong 64? I'll tell you what. Soon. Because I wanted a grace period between the last time I actually helped someone go through it 100% in its entirety. That took a long time, by the way. To walk someone through that, it took, what, like 10 or so, like, sessions of hours at a time? My God. But now that I think enough time has passed, I want to do my own take on it. Not only that, but Donkey Kong 64 has this thing where if you're not playing it on a CRT TV, you might be in a bit of trouble in terms of there's like input delay latency on newer TVs versus older TVs on games that are designed for older TVs. I just want you to be aware as I fall into the temple, and I'm okay. The water stopped my fall. I was going to get hurt, but I think they designed that on purpose so that it wouldn't be an issue. That's good. I'm sensing we may have realized that we had the Ancient Worlds thing in the museum, and now we're like, here's one of those ancient worlds that we based our museum on. It's this one. Oh, earthquakes. I mean, it sounded like an earthquake, but there wasn't really any damage happening like I usually expect when an earthquake happens in Duke Nukem. Fuck. That's fine, I guess. This part's slightly linear, but try to go off the beaten path a few times to get some goodies. I know I will. We're going that little water stream. Get to streaming, bucko. I'd like to tell you. Die, human! Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Blake Stone. Please, someone smack me in the face, because I've been trying to work that out for a while. Like, dude, I just... Oh, man. Running Wolfenstein-era stuff on DOS is such a pain in the ass! swear to God. Maybe would you settle for like halvesies and have me do Rise of the Triad instead? Even though that's going to be a nightmare in navigation? I don't know, man. I want to do it. I want to do it. I just don't know if I can. Like, not in terms of necessarily making it possible. But man, I'm still mad about Spirit Destiny not working the way I want to. Which I wonder if there's like a simpler trick to that. Like what about it makes it so that it doesn't fucking, I don't know. Like maybe I have to go and like build it manually with the code fix in DOS without having to use the source port. And I just don't know if I have it in me, guys. I even looked it up how to do it and it didn't quite work because I should have just done it in regular ass DOS instead of trying to use DOSBox, or maybe I'd have to use PCM. But maybe someone out there has fixed that specifically for me. And, you know, I feel like this is bad for me because this is a challenge I should be able to overcome specifically for me. And if I can't overcome an old programming thing, we got a problem. So if any retro computers know how they can make that push wall glitch fixed in the code for Wolfenstein 3D /Spear Destiny, so I do not have to mess with the frame rate all the freaking time, that'd be lovely. It's just so the push walls go the expected 3 instead of 2. Or, yeah. Or 2 instead of 3? Yeah, 2 instead of 3, that's right. I need to go 2 spaces and not 3. The thing is, I need it like as a separate thing, because the mods for Wolfenstein 3D kinda depend on that glitch happening. So they're in a predetermined sort of fashion. Or they account for it by giving it space anyway, so that it won't actually matter. So I'd like to return and do some Spear Destiny, but I'd also just do the one Spear Destiny and not the other two. At least not for now.
Groovy.
Mostly because it doesn't have its own custom title screen, and I'm sure someone would like to go in and give me one. In which case, yeah, sure. Just let me add it, okay?
I just want to do more DOS stuff.
Hello. I was trying to speak while inhaling. It makes me sound like a robot.
Isn't that right? Yeah. Oh, let's play some Duke Nukem. That's how I sound in the computer world. Welcome underwater to the computer world where I am a computer and you are not.
Let's try not using that voice all the time. It could be really straining on my sanity. I don't know why we have an anarchy symbol back here. I mean, anarchy existed, but not as a concept as we understood it at the time this is possibly taking place. Like, we didn't have the anarchy symbol thing. I mean, there was anarchy, obviously, but I'm surprised there's even an official symbol for anarchy in the first place. Thank you very much, but then memes do a lot of things that make them seem official when they're not. Now that I've gone through that Temple of Madness, I have to take the time machine back so I can use the yellow key in the present. That's right, someone dropped off the yellow key in the past, I had to bring to the present. Bullshit. Bullshit, I say. Even better, there's still a spot with a... Hey, wait a minute. The red key's supposed to be the last one. I've been bamboozled. Oh no! That's not how this works at all. I'm gonna die because the last key was not the red one. Oh no! Let me shrink you. Yeah, baby. Well, we're nearing the end of this, but guess what? I have another little tiny button puzzle that I love so much.
Come get some.
I like little tiny first-person shooter puzzles. I can't deny it. I just do. It's like they know me. They know I want these abstract button puzzles that really don't mean anything other than proving how good I am at playing Mastermind, which is just treat everything in a binary sort of fashion. It's not really that. It's basically mathematical. You can't go wrong. There's a specific way to play Mastermind each and every single time. Not even joking about that. You can essentially win nearly every time. I say nearly because we have to account for error in the human brains. So virtually, I should say, which sounds a bit more right. Oh, this mechanic reminds me of that one part in episode 2 where I'm going down water tube things for items. There's also eggs in there. Why? I don't know. I should have just lobbed a grenade in there. It would have been cool. It would have been the coolest.
Be very careful when you push these buttons. Watch out, Duke Nukem. For the glory of the Klingon Empire.
Oh, wait, no. Shit. I actually forgot the name of these aliens now. They had a name, and I don't remember now. All I'm thinking... Oh, but I can remember the Rigelians from Duke Nukem 2, and I can't remember these guys' names? Oh, fuck that. Oh, well. 'Tis my brain. It does that. It remembers things it doesn't need to, and then things I want to remember I can't. Unnecessary things I want to remember I can't. Necessary things I want to remember I can. And unnecessary things I don't want to remember happens all the damn time. It's constant. I'm a Barbie girl, after all, in a Barbie world. You know what I mean? It's plastic, fantastic. I want a Fanta. So... Nah, man, I gotta be careful. Carbonated Drinkos. Drinko que stinko. Devastator. Alright. Oh. 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 Right. We're gonna have to deal with some... Remember that asshole to deal with not too long ago? I was at the end of the metro. There's a couple, but there's a few of his buddies here. I was about to say couple, then I realized I think there's a third one, and I just forgot because maybe I killed him before I saw him. Simply because I was firing like a crazy man. Yeah, there are 3 of them. So I just happened to kill one and not notice. Alright. At least my visuals have confirmed that there was actually 3 of these assholes. And boy, it's a good thing I had all these rockets saved up. Yeah, you thought I just... You thought I was never going to use them. No. No. We dump them all at this very moment. Yeah. Now we just have to build up my rocket count again for the boss at the end of the episode.
Groovy.
Could have gone better if I was able to use the shrink gun on them. Well, that's funny you mentioned that, because if you hit them just right, you can shrink them and you just step on them. However, it works better in source ports in which you can fully aim. If you're just trying to do it here, I guess try to get lucky. Or just keep firing it until it seems like you do enough damage in which they would shrink anyway. In fact, maybe I should just do that. But no, my Devastator plan was clearly good. It's just, now I don't have any Devastator for these. Oops. It's okay. Octobrains aren't really a problem. Except when they accidentally purple my face, and I become purple for a few seconds. You can't freeze the drones, they can only blow up. Self-destruct does not let you freeze. Alright? Oh. You know, I would have thought that explosion would have blown up the ice off, but... Maybe I just timed it wrong?
No, you suck it down. I'm gonna blow it up.
Is there a drone somewhere? I don't care anymore, because I'm done with this godforsaken level. Holy crap, that was long. That's okay, it was pretty decent, actually. It was decent at the time I was playing it. Watching it could be another matter entirely. Top secret area. Now I just gotta find Mario and see where he keeps storing his stash of Yoshis. Oh yeah. Alright, the secret's out. Next time we go for the bottom secrets. Oh yeah.